Hello everyone and welcome to the lesson 64, contraction of would. Contraction of would. The contraction of I would is I'd. What's the contraction of I would? What's the contraction of I would? The contraction? The contraction of I would is I'd. What's the contraction of you would? What's the contraction of you would? The contraction? The contraction of you would is you'd. What's the contraction of he would? What's the contraction of he would? The contraction? The contraction of he would is he'd. Now I'm going to ask you some questions and I want you to answer using contractions. If you went to the cinema this evening, which film would you see? If you went to the cinema this evening, which film would you see? If I went to the cinema this evening, I'd see comedy. If I were you, which language would I speak? If I were you, which language would I speak? If you were me, you would speak English. If a plant had no water, would it die? If a plant had no water, would it die? Yes, if a plant had no water, it would die. If you were a king, what would your wife be called? If you were a king, what would your wife be called? If I was a king? If I was a king, my wife would be called a queen. If you lost your way in a large city, who'd you ask? If you lost your way in a large city, who'd you ask? If I lost my way in a large city, I'd ask a policeman. If today were Sunday, what would tomorrow be? If today were Sunday, what would tomorrow be? If today were Sunday, tomorrow would be Monday. New words: sandwich, sandwich, cheese, cheese. Sandwich is a quick meal we eat, for example, before dinner, and cheese, for example, Parmesan or mozzarella. So when office workers are too busy to leave their desks for lunch, do they often just have a quick sandwich? When office workers are too busy to leave their desks for lunch, do they often just have a quick sandwich? Yes, when office workers are too busy to leave their desks for lunch, they often just have a quick sandwich. What kind of things do we put in a sandwich? What kind of things do we put in a sandwich? We put, for example, meat, cheese, eggs, cucumber in a sandwich. New words: fold, fold, foldless, foldless, foldy, foldy, fix, fix. Fold has the same meaning as a mistake. For example, there were 2 faults in my last dictation. Faultless, without mistakes. My dictation was faultless, no mistakes. Faulty, if something is wrong, it is faulty. For example, something is wrong with my computer, I can say my computer is faulty. Or something is wrong with my mobile, I can say my mobile is faulty. And fix means the same as to repair. Something is wrong with my computer, can you fix it, please? Something is wrong with my mobile, can you fix it? So what's your biggest fault? What's your biggest fault? My biggest fault is that I'm lazy. If your computer was faulty, would you know how to fix it? If your computer was faulty, would you know how to fix it? No. If my computer was faulty, I wouldn't know how to fix it. Are your dictations usually faultless? Are your dictations usually faultless? No, my dictations aren't usually faultless, they usually contain mistakes. If a student makes a mistake in his dictation, is it usually his fault or the teacher's fault? If a student makes a mistake in his dictation, is it usually his fault or the teacher's fault? If a student makes a mistake in his dictation, it is usually his fault. Okay. New words. Okay, everybody. Okay. All right. All right. Okay and alright have the same meaning. So what can we say instead of okay? What can we say instead of okay? Instead of okay, we can say alright. New words: compare, compare, comparison, comparison, have something in common, have something in common, compare. Brno is a large city in the Czech Republic. Prague is a large city in the Czech Republic. Brno is a beautiful city. Prague is a beautiful city. What am I doing? I am comparing Brno and Prague. Comparison. I have made a comparison between Brno and Prague. Have something in common. I live in Brno, you live in Brno. We have this in common. I am a woman and you are a woman. We have this in common. I work, you work. We have this in common. So can we compare Brno and Prague? Can we compare Brno and Prague? Yes, we can. Yes, we can compare Brno and Prague. Can we compare Michelangelo with Napoleon? Can we compare Michelangelo with Napoleon? No, we can't. No, we can't compare Michelangelo with Napoleon. And why not? Because they have nothing in common. What must two people have if we want to make a comparison between them? What must two people have if we want to make a comparison between them? Two people must have something in common if we want to make a comparison between them. New words: ice, ice, cool, cool. Ice, we use ice for cooling drinks. So for example, I can put ice into whiskey or into water. And cool, cool weather in autumn, cold weather in winter. So what do we use ice for? What do we use ice for? We use ice for cooling drinks. Pour, new word, pour, pour. I'm pouring water into a glass, okay? I have a bottle of water and I'm pouring water from the bottle into a glass. What am I doing? What am I doing? You are pouring some water from a bottle into a glass. Unite, everybody, unite. Unite means to put together. Do you think that all the countries of the world will unite one day? Do you think that all the countries of the world will unite one day? No, I don't think. No, I don't think that all the countries of the world will unite one day. New words: even, surprising, even, surprising, surprising. It was a big surprise for me. It was surprising. And even, the word even can have a similar meaning to the word also, but we use it when the next piece of information is surprising. For example, he speaks Russian, German, French, and even Chinese. Okay? Can you give me a sentence with even in it? Can you give me a sentence with even in it? Yes, for example, he speaks Russian, German, French, and even Chinese. New words: mix, mix, mixture, mixture, pink, pink. Mix, to mix two things together, mixture. When we mix two things together, we have a mixture. And pink, pink is a mixture of red and white color. Do we generally mix sugar with potatoes? Do we generally mix sugar with potatoes? No, we don't. No, we don't generally mix sugar with potatoes. Do you think a mixture of tea and coffee would make a pleasant drink? Do you think a mixture of tea and coffee would make a pleasant drink? No, I don't think. No, I don't think that a mixture of tea and coffee would make a pleasant drink. I think it would be an unpleasant drink. If you mix some red and white paint together, what do you get? If you mix some red and white paint together, what would you get if I mixed? If I mix some red and white paint together, I would get pink. Care, everybody, care, care for, take care of. Take care of, care. For example, my parents cared for me when I was a little child, or I can say take care of. So I can say my parents took care of me when I was a child. So who cared for you when you were a child? Who cared for you when you were a child? My parents. My parents cared for me when I was a child. Do you think the young should take care of the old? Do you think the young should take care of the old? Yes, I think. Yes, I think the young should take care of the old. Do you take good care of your health? Do you take good care of your health? Yes, I take. Yes, I take good care of my health. Do you care what people think or say about you? Do you care what people say or think about you? No. No, I don't care what people think or say about me. New words, appointment, appointment, keep an appointment, keep an appointment, hurry, hurry, take your time, take your time. Appointment has the same meaning as a meeting, so I can say tomorrow I have an important meeting or a very important appointment. Keep an appointment means to come to the meeting. Hurry. If I don't have time, I have to run, I have to hurry. And take your time, I have a lot of time, I can take my time. So if you were late for a very important appointment, would you take your time? If you were late for a very important appointment, would you take your time? No, if I were late for a very important appointment, I wouldn't take my time. I would hurry. And why? Why? Because it's important to keep appointments. Why is it sometimes a bad thing to hurry? Why is it sometimes a bad thing to hurry? It is sometimes a bad thing to hurry because we can make mistakes. Would you take your time going home if somebody told you your house was on fire? Would you take your time going home if somebody told you your house was on fire? No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't take my time going home if somebody told me my house was on fire. What's the translation of I am in a hurry? What's the translation of I am in a hurry? The translation of I am in a hurry is spěchám. New word, plenty of, plenty of. The words plenty of mean the same as a lot of, so I can say plenty of water or a lot of water. What do the words plenty of mean? What do the words plenty of mean? The words plenty of mean a lot of. Do people hurry when they have plenty of time? Do people hurry when they have plenty of time? No, people don't. No, people don't hurry when they have plenty of time. They take their time. What's the opposite of plenty of water? What's the opposite of plenty of water? The opposite? The opposite of plenty of water is little water. And that's all for today. Thank you very much for your attention. Bye.